Hey y'all, it's Yin the High Priestess. We got another reading going on today. It is for Aries. I already did a general spread. I did not clarify yet. I like to clarify as I go. I just want to talk about what is on the table right now, and we're just gonna jump right into it. Feel free to like if you enjoyed the video or felt like it resonated for you. Subscribe and see my description box for all my socials, okay? All right off the bat for Aries, right in the center. Oh, before I say anything, Aries. So I did my spread, right? And I'm the kind of person, especially in tarot, I feel when it comes to tarot cards and shuffling, and some people like things to fly out. Some people like to, pick them up off the deck. I like things to kind of fly out. And as things are flying out, I realized almost near done with this deck, most of these were in reverse. I feel like that is for a reason. Normally my readings, honestly, all the time, my readings, things that happen are not on accident. So for things to be in the reverse, I quickly looked over things, and I can just tell you by now, with the reversal cards, for most of you, this has a lot to do with inner strength, looking inwards. It's very important for this, and as I go, I'll explain why. But for the first card, in the very center of Aries energy, I have Judgment in reverse. And I call it my Judgment Day card. I call it my Moment of Truth card. And you see how everybody is coming out, and everybody's stripped down to their truer selves, their truer essence, and that's when it comes to when you strip down and you have to really acknowledge what you have learned and how things apply, and do you really feel this? Do you really believe this? Do you really understand this? All that good stuff. And I feel because it's in reverse, I feel like it's a lot to do with how you have been and will continue to view yourself after all the events that's happened. This year, honestly, I'm really led to say, because I know this is a May reading, so we could maybe address April. For a lot of y'all, I do think it's stuff about April. But I think things were just kind of coming to a head. And I think May is really going to come to a head for a lot of you guys on how you view yourself. Challenging this judgment moment of truth, the moment of truth. I'm going to just refer to it as that from now on. I have the Hierophant, okay? And it came out pointing towards the immediate future. The Hierophant is, for people, could be the marriage card. I'm not getting a lot of cards that have to do with that. And I do get commitment off this card. I get belief systems, and I do feel like that's being challenged, because I think that for y'all, a lot of y'all Aries, some of y'all belief systems, when it comes to what you believe in yourself and how you view what you believe in when it comes to other people, especially close to you, as I'm seeing with the rest of this spread, needs to change. That moment of truth, I feel like you need to reassess and reanalyze how your morals and beliefs are affecting yourself when it comes to your relationships, and not just like romantically, but family and friends and things of that nature, and what they truly mean to you, because I feel like there is a push to recognize oneself a little differently. And what happens is, if you hear extra sounds, it's my computer and kids out there yelling, if you hear an extra noise. But when you start to look at yourself a lot differently, this goes for anybody, you start to look at how you are perceived by others differently. You start to look at how you've been perceiving others differently. So I definitely feel like that's coming in as a challenge. In your environment, I have the Ace of Wands. And the way it fell like a challenge card. So I do feel like it's very tied into your environment challenging your morals and belief, because my Ace of Wands is my spark card. Like, things, this is getting me excited. This is getting me, this is how I feel. And I feel like in this case, I think it's really relative to the Hierophant, because I feel like things that you are passionate about, passion that is within you, and because it's an ace, this is new. This is a new spark. I feel like it's challenging a bit of your morals and beliefs that like I said, need to kind of be evolved. It needs to evolve. It needs to be reanalyzed. Crowning you, all right, I have the Six of Wands. That is recognized, being recognized, coming up on top after war, winning, being acknowledged, and that is in reverse. And considering it's crowning your thoughts, I'm not seeing it as the opposite. Well, I kind of am seeing it as the opposite way. I'm seeing it two ways. For a lot of y'all, I feel like how you recognize yourself and the recognition you give yourself. Like, do you guys see yourself on the high horse? I feel like a lot of y'all want to or do see it that way, but maybe feel undeserving because of how you used to feel about oneself. Now, I'm going to address that in a minute. I want to address where you just came from. I have a Queen of Swords here that is in reverse. And I think that's important because I do feel like for a lot of y'all, this is a facet of yourself that's come off cold and very, I feel like it's paired a lot with this Hierophant that's challenging you, because the Queen of Swords is my Ice Queen. She don't play games. None of them feelings over here. This is, if it's this, then it's this. If it's that, then it's that. You know? And I feel like the Queen of Swords, in my opinion, especially what I feel from this deck specifically, is that the Queen of Swords is not quick for compliments. It's like, well, you're not doing this to, get compliments. You're doing this because it's the right thing to do, because you need to do that. And whether this is an actual female air sign outside of you, or this is a facet of yourself, I do feel like that is where you're coming from. A lot of that energy with this Queen of Swords energy is one of the things that is the reason why you're coming into this moment of truth here in the present, and it changing your morals and beliefs. And I also do feel like that Hierophant, and the Hierophant they say is marriage, but I'm thinking like that kind of tie between people. For a lot of y'all, this is an outside individual where how you're perceiving them and how they're perceiving you is really being challenged and changed. And I think it needs to be. What have you learned from this person? What have you not learned? What are you going to take from this relationship? What are you... Has this person been recognizing you? Yeah. Has this, and I mean this, this is an outside person or a facet of yourself. Is this really helping me see and recognize what I need to recognize within myself? Because a lot of y'all got goals and passion in what y'all want to do, especially something new. For a lot of y'all, this is a new Ace of Wands, and I feel like you really want to get into this moment where you can be recognized and feel on top of that horse. But I do feel like that Queen of Swords energy and the Hierophant is a little bit of a tie down. Not a tie down, but just it's a bit of a challenge. It's causing you to rethink a lot of things as you see how other people, especially Queen of Swords type, is perceiving you. It's like, well, we'll get into that as I clarify, I guess. I wonder if I need to clarify. Everything seems so laid out. Fine. What you're going towards is the World card. Things come in full circle. I have this in reverse. I think also with this card, I feel like things are going to come full circle. For sure. So that's why I don't feel like it's not going to happen yet. I feel like it hasn't happened yet for a lot of you. And I think that is because of everything I just talked about. That has to be worked out before we get into this point. And there's been a little bit of a competition with other people that haven't been helping you in this mental journey for yourself, or inner journey, I should say, and also a conflict within oneself. And I feel like that's why I have the Five of Wands upright at the bottom of this deck, because that's you see how they all fighting and all this kind of stuff. This could be a family member, this could be a friend, this could be a part of you, this could be another part of you, this could be a relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on and a lot to balance when you're going through inner transformation for oneself. So anyways, the World card, with that being in reverse the way it is, I feel like, I don't really get child from this deck. I feel like a lot of y'all, a lot of things is going to come up in childhood. And I think it's because with this Ace of Wands, it's a brand new spark. And of course, we get our first sparks when we're children. I don't think it's about childhood necessarily as it is. Let me look back at the thing I always loved to do. Like, what really lit me up? What really inspired me? When was the first time that was snuffed out? Who was the first person that snuffed that out? Who is the first person that helped ignite it for me? Who is the person who's helping me ignite it now? Who is the person that's snuffing it out now? And for some of y'all can see the same person in that present in that path for either one of those scenarios, snuffing it out or helping you ignite it. In hidden energy, I have the Five of Swords in reverse, and I feel like that's a lot of what I talked about earlier when it came to, because this is mind games, this is tit for tat, this is going back and forth, and I feel like this is within an old part of you who viewed things differently, and the new part of you now who is trying to think of new ways of viewing oneself and their morals and values and what's important to them. This is definitely giving me within 1,000%. This is just within. That's just, yeah. Other people might be being a catalyst for what's going on in your own head, but this is definitely within, and I think it's hidden because I feel like you're thinking, well, I gotta be logical. I gotta do this and I gotta do that and all this other stuff. But another part is you like bump all of that. This is the most logical thing. This feeling that I'm feeling, and there might be some self-deprecation attitudes and ideas that are happening in this energy. And I feel like the reason why it's hidden is because it might not even be hidden necessarily, totally hidden from a lot of you guys, but I think it plays a lot more subconsciously than you realize. So I really feel like this needs to be addressed and handled. For your strength card, I have the Two of Wands. And this is my crossroads card. And again, I feel like this is within oneself. Because I told you I have the Ace of Wands. This is right before the Two of Wands, right? And I feel like it's an inner thing of going, I do feel like it's in reverse. I'll say that. I feel like it's in reverse because you're still at them crossroads. However, it's like, how am I going to go about it? Am I going to go about it this way? Am I going to go about it that way? You know, what should I do? Should I be more logical about it? Should I just run into things? And I do feel like there is a balance for you guys. It's just a matter of recognizing this energy and keeping that light alive within oneself for what this new thing y'all trying to do, and to tackle this tit for tat you got inside of your head about how to go about doing it. Honestly, I'm going to go straight to clarifying that Two of Wands specifically in your strength. Eight of Wands, going for it. Just zoom. That's what I get with this Eight of Wands. The way it just looks. Like, phew, it's just, I think it's gonna, if it hasn't already, it's gonna hit you guys like a ton of bricks and everything that has to do with it. And it's like, you know, no matter what, I have to do it anyway. So what's the point? And then you're gonna go down the appropriate crossroad, because I feel like all the thinking about it, all the thinking that you're doing about it, I feel like this part inside of you is just gonna win. Y'all fire. And Eight Wands is fire. It's just gonna get really clear, and it's just like, why don't I just do it? Let's just do it. Come on, let's do it. Especially y'all Aries. Y'all are, you know what I mean? Y'all are go-getters. Y'all the initiators. Y'all just be like, you know, y'all the type to just be like, fuck it. And that's what I'm seeing here. I wanted to clarify something else before I got into your spiritual guidance and advice. I wanted to clarify that Queen of Swords energy. That Queen of Swords energy, whether that is a particular person or not, I feel like that influence is giving you a stuck feeling within. You see how she's all trapped up in the mirror, and she's tied up in all this stuff when she looks at her own reflection, how she views herself. And I just talked about how you view yourself, how she views herself versus where she actually is. She is not tied up. This Queen of Swords, this, like I said, this could be a cold individual who comes off cold. This can be a female air sign. This could be a facet of yourself. This could be a female air sign that brings out that facet of yourself. But it could just be the concern of this person as well, because it doesn't mean it have to be a negative influence, but it's definitely affecting how you're viewing yourself regardless. Can I really do it? I don't know. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to do this for this person. I got to do that. I have to fulfill this energy. And and I feel like that's the reason why you're sitting here waiting with this Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. You know, like, now what? And I really feel like it's just something that over time, if y'all ain't realized already, And this is not going to matter. For a lot of y'all, this is going to, whether it's negatively or positively, it is what's going to be the fuel under your ass to follow that flame inside of your heart. Let's see what that Ace of Wands is. Let me clarify that. The Four of Swords. So definitely what I'm seeing is this came after a process. I'm seeing it after. I'm seeing because of this healing with this Four of Swords, because this is healing after heartbreak. You see how she has to prepare to go back out there and fly after feeling all broken and her heart's sewn up. I feel like this came out of that, out of this feeling. So I feel like for a lot of y'all, that Queen of Swords energy I was telling you about caused needing to be in this nest and heal from it. Like I said, it's not all of you, but for a lot of y'all, it is. Let me see the World card in reverse. The Knight of Cups. Huh. And the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, bet. I know what this is. So the World card, when I said things are coming full circle, the Knight of Cups is, I feel like this is your energy as well, because this is when you're passionate about something or someone, you see how he's courting and all that stuff. I'm willing to do this and that. And problem with the Knight of Cups, especially in this, I'm feeling like it's a little fleety, and I feel like it's because it's the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight of Pentacles is very slow as well. And I do feel like it's kind of a flip-flop. Like one minute you're like, yes, I'm really into it, I'm in love with it, but then it's like, okay, I gotta be logical, so I'm gonna go over here and take my time. And then it's like, oh, okay, I'm head over heels and all this, stuff, and then it's, I'm just gonna run into it real quick. And then it's like, well, okay, let me put it on the back burner because I really gotta be more logical, I gotta do this and that. And I feel like now with me clarifying it, I'm feeling like the world, this has not come to full circle the way it should, because there is no balance between either of these energies, either of these nights. So yeah, I feel like that coming up and bringing that circle closed is going to be knowing the balance between the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Do I need to clarify anything else? Let me see that Judgment card. Let's just go to the center. I wish I been did that. I feel like I understand. The King of Wands. Yeah, Aries. A lot of y'all are male fire signs or just masculine manifesting energy. Determined. He is very determined. Look at him. Lying behind him like, what's up? I got your back. Very determined. Goes for it. Knows what he wants. Is the king of all kinds of action. That's just that it is. So you don't have to be a male to have that kind of energy, to be able to want to manifest what you're doing. Let me clarify. Ooh, and see, before I did, I had the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, that's changing. What's important to you. And then I have the Ace of Wands. So I didn't need to clarify it after all. But I'm glad that King of Wands came out, because I really felt like it's confirming everything I'm saying. Okay, Five of Swords. I just clarified that was your hidden energy, that kind of inner tit for tat back and forth you're having with oneself. I feel like it's because this is kind of a new way of trying to be stable and stabilize this newfound energy and this shift that's happening within you. I feel like it's that simple of the message. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to go into your spiritual guidance. I have the Emperor, which for a lot of people is Aries energy. Do with that what you will. And I have the Six of Swords, which the Emperor is my boss, right? They're the boss. They are the King of Kings. So this is going from the King of Wands to the Emperor, right? And the Emperor is a lot about breaking through chains, setting yourself free, and being able to experience things and make decisions and make mistakes and win shit and run shit. That is the Emperor to me. And the Six of Swords is going into calmer waters. However, it is reversed, and I feel like that's because you're not going to go into calmer waters until you own this Emperor mind state and apply that King of Wands energy that I just talked about, that determination, Let me clarify that. Clarify the Emperor, please. Well, that was fast. And the Six of Swords, please. All right, so the Six of Swords, I got the Emperor. I'm out of the deck. And when I clarify the Emperor, I got the Hangman. Let me tie them both in together. With one more clarifier. Six of Pentacles. That is equal give and take. Reciprocity. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Things are changing. So when it comes to stepping into that Emperor energy and really owning it and owning life and all its glory and experiences, I think with the Hangman, it's flipping the situation around and seeing it from an entirely different perspective. Because I think how you've been viewing things upright, viewing yourself and viewing other people, is a half-truth. It's like you're seeing half of it. And a half-truth is still a lie. And when you flip yourself upside down, and this is obviously metaphorical, unless y'all want to hang upside down like bats, I feel like it's metaphorical. And I feel like when you see this other side of this perspective, you know, you are going to now have both halves. You're going to have the whole truth. And then you could really, yeah, because you see both. I feel like you'll have it all. And then you really be able to step in. And I think that Six of Swords will come up, and this conflict that's happening will cease. I won't think there'll be so much tension and friction and bumping heads within yourself and with other people. For a lot of y'all have issues with people right now because y'all are shifting into a new mindset that is making you look at others like, I'm really not okay with that, and I don't want to co-sign that shit. So for some of y'all, it's people you care about. People that you might have invested in. And I think there is a need to you can say that and see that and own that and still be understanding and have love for them and yourself. I really feel like you could do both. I do. And I feel like then it won't feel like this anymore between your inner workings and with other people. Right under that, you guys can celebrate together. There's a difference between understanding someone and enabling them. There really is. For some of y'all need to learn that balance. Because I do feel like there's a sense of fear there and feeling stuck in your usual habits before. Lastly, the most potential outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. You choosing to slow things down. Let's see what's going on there. Ooh, the Judgment card and it being upright. I love to see it. You just did a full circle. Let me clarify it again. That's crazy. I swear if I get another familiar card. Oh my goodness. Too funny. The Magician bet. So in the Lovers, I think it's making a choice when it comes to love. I feel like this Judgment is really going to see you as that magician. The magician is able to manifest in all things. All right? It has all the four elements, not just the fire, the wands and stuff. You know, the Emperor as well has all four elements. I said he's the King of Kings, so he's above all four of the kings. King of Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. And for y'all, I really feel like this King of Wands energy is really going to pop off when this moment of truth strips you down and you see who you are. You see how she's been stripped into her very essence here. And when this happens and this essence come out, you're going to see this. Somebody who could just do anything. Do anything and create anything and go about anything and see everything. And you're going to use this King of Wands energy to do so. But you got to make that choice with the Lover's card, because the Lover's card to me is a choice in love, and it could be with an individual, but I really feel like that is nothing but a branch to the tree of the root of the issue, which is making a choice on love within. What do you love? How do you love yourself? How are you gonna love yourself? What are you gonna do that you love, that sparks this light that I keep talking about? So yeah, that's the reading, Aries. I hope that made sense. I hope you enjoyed it. You can comment, leave any questions if you have some, but I think that's it. And, DM me, Facebook, Instagram, or send me an emails in the description box if you'd like a more personal reading when it comes to this. Okay? And for y'all cross watchers, I hope this helped you understand the Aries in your life. That's it. See y'all later.